are you doing? Welcome. It's Adrian here, your psychic tarot reader, gem babies. I am so excited. You have got an amazing reading that is for you coming up. Focus period 1 till 7 May, or whenever you see it, is the right time, my beautiful gem babies. Fantastic stuff. You're gonna want to see this. And I think I'm actually going to make this the title of your video. But while I was drawing your cards, gem babies, I had I'm bubbling with excitement right now. Um, but I had it coming up in my mind. Let the games begin, and it's such positive vibes. So whatever brought you to this reading, I believe that there's a message here for you, there's guidance here for you, there's an answer here for you, some clarity here for you. So open your heart, open your mind, open your soul to receive for your highest good. All right. So whether you're Gemini sun, moon, rising, whether you're like me, that my Venus or my communication is in Gemini, which is so fantastic. You might be on the cusp, you're a cross watcher, whatever brought you here. Welcome to the channel. I'm Adrian, your psychic tarot reader, and there's a message here for you. So let's check out, and we're going to jump right into the reading. And we're starting off with such a powerful energy, and it's a very sunny energy. It's a very beautiful, positive energy with Eos there and dawn. And this goes back to sort of like ancient Greek mythology. The ancient Greeks had all these beliefs. Let me just close this window. James, give me one moment, okay? One moment, beautiful. La, la, I'm back. Alrighty, so Gemini. This card is about upliftment, and it encourages you to open your eyes to the horizon. Eos was all about, it was about the horizon, it was about the new day, it was about carrying a new day, a new energy. A new day comes with new possibilities, wonderful new things. So you are encouraged so strongly, beautiful gem babies, at this particular point in time, to open yourself to that new life, to that new light. And if some of you are feeling at a point where you are feeling sort of drained, you're exhausted, you feel like, like your energy has been run through, beautiful Geminis, then, maybe it's time for you to just take that time out and to just watch a sunrise, or, if a sunrise is challenging for you, maybe watch a sunset, or even on YouTube, just look at pictures of beautiful sunrises and maybe either save a sunrise on your phone, or, print it out, or maybe draw it, or anything like that. But there's possibilities of new dawns, new days, new beginnings here for you. And as I said, for some of you, you might be feeling, it's like the words are just bubbling out of me. I can hardly stop it. It's such a positive flow, my beautiful Geminis. So if you are feeling dystopian at this time, know that, this is the start of something new for you, but you are encouraged to open yourself to that. Because remember, in order for the magic to flow in life, you need to open yourself to that flow. And so if you do open yourself to that flow, I encourage, place your dominant hand on your heart, take a nice deep breath into your heart space, and claim all that beautiful, wonderful, fantastic, incredible potential that life is offering to you there. Claim it for yourself. With Moonology energy, I was like, when I drew this card, I was like, oh my goodness, it just gets better, better, and better, And you've got the full moon that says surrender to the divine. Now, the full moon, it's sort of like, it's like that climax, it is that, it's like the climax of the lunar cycle, basically. It's when answers come to you, answers from questions. It's sort of like, when you've been going with something, it's been going for like way too long. The new moon is when you release. So a very powerful, very magical stage that you are in at the moment. And I suppose that is why I got that very clear sort of, words in my mind that says, let the games begin. Because this is the positive games. This is for many of you. You prepared for this moment for lifetimes. You prepared for this moment for a very, very long period of time. And now it's time for you to really just to really just appreciate all the beauty that life is giving to you, my beautiful gem babies. Okay. All right. So let's get into your tarot. Now, do remember that this message is general, so please take it as it resonates. If any of you go ahead and you like this video, you go ahead and you subscribe to the channel, you hit that notification bell. Bless you. I appreciate it because it helps my channel to grow. All right. Recent past. like your reading started off power. Force itself wants to motivate you. You've got new vision over there. And new vision is that hangman energy. It's Neptune energy. It's about psychic reception. It's about spirituality. It's about growth. It's about having put everything together. And now you go to that next level. It's about releasing that previous version of you and going to that next level. All right. It's about that space where you've done everything that you needed to do, and now you are very strongly encouraged to allow. It's like allow the magic to happen, allow the magic to flow through. You've got Nine of Ripeness here, which is the Nine of Pentacles, which is a space of abundance, prosperity, flow. It's a space of ripeness, or as it says, ripeness over there. In traditional tarot, that's a Nine of Pentacles. It is that space where, where the harvest is basically, ripe for the picking, where it's a time for you to maybe chillax a little bit, to start a new thing, to start a new business. So if any of you are open to starting anything new, now is an excellent time to do that. If it's got anything to do with love, using these cards over here, at the end of your reading, I'm going to draw cards specifically for love. So if you're specifically interested in love, stick around and let's see what it's got. But you want to understand, a lot of times people just want to know about love. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, because we all want love. It's a normal human thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's amazing. But you want to understand all of your energy, all right? There you've got maturity. It's a space where I feel that for so many of you, Gemini, you have been in the process of becoming ready. You've done what you needed to do. You've done all the nitty-gritties. And for some of you, you had to do that on your own. For some of you, you had to step away from people, from security. For many of you, this has been really, really hard. It's been challenging. It's been a tough, tough road for many, many of you, my beautiful gem babies. And now I can see that things started to shift into a very positive space for you. I can see that, that you, for many of you, it's almost like if you kind of like imagine that you clean the inside of you. Some of you needed to do that inner cleaning, Sorry, where you can wash the window as much as you want to wash it on the outside. Sometimes we have to go inside. It's an inside job. And for a lot of you, I can see that you've grown spiritually. I see that you've grown in confidence. I see that you've grown in your understanding of yourself and your own worth and your own value and of who you are, what your potential is, who you'd like to become. I love it. I love it. I love it. I-L-O-V-E it. I love it. All right. Things started to work out there for you. Especially, I can see for those of you that were in business or, doing your own thing, walking your own path. It's been a lonely road. A lot of people didn't get you, didn't understand you, didn't have any confidence in you. But did you show them? And I love the fact that for many of you, and for those of you that are doing that, I want you to continue it. I want to encourage you to continue it. For those of you that are not doing it, I want to encourage you to really get on that train where the only competition you have in life is with yourself. It's healthy competition. It's motivating yourself, becoming the better version of yourself, better than you were yesterday, going for more, focusing on your own good, focusing on your higher good. I love it. 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 The way that you've grown is, big thumbs up. Beautiful. Now, let's see where that brought you. So, in your current space now, when you look at this, at first glance, this can seem like bad news. But when you really look at it, remember, tarot is something you want to look at in context. And so when you look at it, Seven of Projections there, which is the Seven of Water or the Seven of Cups, and then we also look at past lives over there, which is that moon energy, which is the Pisces sort of energy in traditional tarot, and Seven of Patience, which is the Seven of Pentacles. When we look at it all together, because tarot is like a story, and if you look at there's a link down below for my tarot reading course, step by step. There's a link for my Oracle card reading course, which is a free course for the Oracle cards. But in my tarot course, I speak about that. It forms a story, okay? So the reason why some of you might be feeling challenged at the moment, and it feels like, well, I've been doing so well, I thought I was on a good track, and now what? The reason why many of you are having this is because your soul is basically speaking to you, and your soul is saying to you, Gem baby, it's time for new things. You are ready for more. You are ready for challenges. You are ready for growth. You are ready for expansion. All right. because there was this great awakening that many of you had. And I can see that many of you had a plan. I can see that you worked really, really hard. I can see that you began to reach success, both monetary success as well as emotional success. And when we reach that emotional stability, that emotional balance, that emotional success, it begins to sort of like, portray to the outside, because what happens on the inside is what is reflected to the outside. All right. So also know that when things are beginning to go well, that it's because of the work that you did. And some people will say like, "Oh, look at you! You're doing so well, and it's because you are lucky." No, it's because you. It's because you worked on your energy. It's because you put on the work. Some people want to just do they just want to love and light everything, but they don't want to put in the work. And some people just want to work and work and work and not make time for the spiritual part. But I feel that you've done both, and that's what's beautiful. All right, that's what's really, really beautiful. Let me know in the comments about your success. Let's celebrate each other together. The time just went there on 11/11, which is about new beginnings. I claim that new beginnings for you as well. If you leave me a comment, I leave you that heart. It's to say thank you, but it's also me sending you loving energy, light energy. All right, so you're ready for more where you are at the moment. So just to let you know, if you are facing challenges, it's time to up your game. And even within myself, because obviously I'm an entrepreneur as well, and so for me as well, when I've been doing things a certain way, and it doesn't work anymore, then sometimes I get a little bit despondent, I get a little bit emotional, but then I said to myself, okay, Adrian, how are you going to do it now? How are you going to change it now? And I've always found that the challenges that I get are sort of like the building blocks for me to go to that next level. All right. We can see challenges coming up as challenges at the end of the road. Oh, well, I tried it. Let me just give up. Or you can say, well, I've tried it that way. It's been working very, very well that way. Maybe it's time to open ourselves to a different way of doing things. I'm just making a little adjustment here. Sorry about that, beautiful Geminis. Thank you for your patience. And there's an unlocking here with past lives here for you. And, this card specifically, this past life energy, this Pisces energy, this water energy, this emotional flow moon energy, this energy is about it's also a very Cancerian energy, so maybe some of you are dealing with Cancer as well as Pisces or water sign or just the emotional sign. It could even be an Aquarius, or there's that saying where the prayers of your ancestors are still carrying you for you, because the thing with life and going through different lives is that I always explain it the way that I understand it from the collective consciousness. They call themselves Smile that I channel. The way that they explained it to me is that we go through these different lives and we see it as birth and death and reincarnation. But if you um, cosmic galactic terms, it's like living in a room and having a wardrobe, and you've got a couple of different pieces of clothing in your wardrobe, your chest of drawers or whatever, your suitcase, whatever the case may be. One day you put on that, and then the following day you put on something different, and that's almost how it is with different lives. We are one consciousness with different outsides, but on the inside we keep on doing that growth. And I feel that for many of you, you are it's like all the skills that you refine through different lifetimes that is coming out for you now, that is coming forth, that is coming to fruition now. So you have been preparing for this moment where you are right now, for the success that you're open to right now. You have been preparing for this for centuries. All right, there's a lot of healing that needed to take place here, and I can see a lot of you have done that healing, which is amazing, which now brings you to that next level. And this, Gemini, when I saw this, I was like, oh hell yes, fuck yes, because this is that space where there's a new beginning that is expanding for you, and you are going into that space where this is basically an energetic upgrade, the whole 3D to 5D upgrade that is taking place for you. So some of you are in 4D at the moment, and 4D is that space where things are sort of going your way and then they don't go your way. It's a little bit touchy-go, but what's basically happening, and for any of you that some of the ladies that may have been pregnant before, or maybe you spend some time with a pregnant person, you will know that for all the beauty that a pregnancy is, when you kind of get to like 8 months, you want this baby out. And so some of you are at the space that you just want things to happen now, and life is letting you know that you are on the brink of tremendous success. Okay, you are on the brink of tremendous success. I'm going to say that one more time. I'm going to say tremendous success. Um, let's actually write that down, because when brink of tremendous success. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay. When we write things down, there's a real power in writing things down, because when you write it down, you make it more real. And the intention behind power is the intention behind the action that you take is so powerful. And for those of you that might have read that book of Paulo Coelho, The Alchemist, he speaks of something called maktub, which is an Arabic word. You've written it down, and because you've written it down, so it is, so it's true. So be sure to write down the desires of your heart and only focus on what you want. And if you're going to write down what you don't want, do something in lines of, I am willing to release, I am willing to be free from, I'm willing to receive the lesson from XYZ, that is not pleasant. All right. But be very mindful of things like, I don't want, because you're giving energy to what you don't want. But I'm willing to release, I'm willing to set free. But it's always better to focus on what you'd like to embrace, to be open to learn the lessons. But I feel that for you, because like with the moon, so you've got surrender to the full moon, which is that allness power, new dawn, new beginning, new day. Oh, I love this for you so much. But there's that space, beautiful Gemini, where you're going to whatever the cycle of the moon is, it's good for you. Because remember, a lot of times people only think that a full moon is positive, a new moon is great, it's new beginnings, but they're all amazing. And when you sort of, go more into the witchy ways of doing things, shamanism, paganism, working with the earth, basically, earth energy, fairies, dragons, you work with everything, because there's no such a thing as imperfection in the universe. But when you're out of, imperfection, where it doesn't feel balanced and right and that type of vibe. All right. But good things are coming. Wherever you're going, you're kind of going into a space where every season is your season. I mean, come on. Oh yeah, you're like a restaurant that's always busy. If any of you've got your own business, may you always be busy. May you always be money. May you always be happy. May you always be fulfilled from what you do. May you get into a space where you always wake up feeling fulfilled. That's my heart's desire for you. Energy going forward, number 2 there, you've got the inner voice. There is that Empress energy, moon energy again, emotional energy. Morality, that's a source energy, the creator. That's a once energy. Once is about our inner world. It's about the world inside of us. It's about the way that you grow as a human, because remember, as we had there for you in the recent past, what happens on the inside is reflected on the outside. All right, because the outside world is a projection of the inner. And I think so often in life we want to look at other people, it's like they've been doing that to us. But what is so amazing is that a lot of times if people don't do crappy things to us, we never have the desire to grow and to change. So sometimes even the people that do really crappy things to us, they bring us to that point of realization that it's time for something new. The inner voice, that high priestess energy, that moon energy, this is more a space going forward of allowing. So I feel that a lot of you have really, you worked really, really hard. You put in the hours, you put in the sacrifice, you put in the time, you did all of those things. And so now it might be time for you to start allowing, to maybe do start spending more time with yourself, with your animals, with the family, going forward. For some of you, you had to make those sacrifices where people go to the beach and the forest and a picnic and a wedding, maybe even a funeral, and you're not able to attend. It's time for you to start attending those things again, because the magic is flowing, and the way that you allow that magic to integrate with your life even more, beautiful Gemini, is by just letting the magic happen. Let the games begin. All right. Morality. All right. This is a space going forward for some of you. You're going forward into a space where there might be a bit of time where you might need to do a little bit of inner search a little bit again. And don't see this as a negative thing, because, as we go forward in life, as we grow, we often realize going forward that there's certain growth that you need to do that you may not previously have been aware of. All right. So this is a space going forward where you might realize, oh my goodness, I still need to work on this, I still need to work on that. Maybe I didn't see it this way, I didn't see it that way. So when things are going forward and you're realizing, like, oh my goodness, this is how I'm sabotaging myself, this is how I'm holding myself back. Instead of going into a space where you blame yourself for that, there's more a space where you can grow from that, where you can say to yourself, oh, I can grow from this, I can grow from that, I can still grow here, yeah, and there. Okay. Um, and then look at where that is taking you. Why do you want to do that? Because you're unlocking the space where you are becoming the creator of your own reality of life. Let me tell you something beautiful, Geminis. It's one thing to go to all the classes and all the seminars and even do the teaching, and share with others, and everybody's so inspired and we're so motivated and it's so lovely. We're all having herbal tea and whatever. But when you get to the space where you begin to experience yourself being the creator of your own reality of life, boom, your life gets so much better. And this is where many of you are heading. All right. I feel that for some of you, it's almost like you needed to take a bit of a chill out there for a moment, a bit of a timeout, but now you're ready to go again. Okay. We've got the foot of the light over there. Not that it really matters. But there we go. Oh, isn't it nice? It says Good Tarot right there for you by Colette Baron Reed. Such a beautiful, positive energy deck. Let's clarify, my beautiful people. Let's clarify. We have a jumper. A jumper is like when a card just pops out for you. Ah, okay. Aha, aha. They said I said the card from the bottom of the deck. What's at the bottom of the deck? Okay. So I wasn't initially going to draw this card, but we drew it, so we're going to focus on it. But let's look at the three cards that initially wanted to come out. So we have got the Eight of Wands there in the recent past, the Two of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. So 8 is a lot about balance, it's about infinity, it's about flow, and 2 is about things coming together. It's the energy of unity, love, contracts, business. So again, there in the recent past, a lot of you got your stuff together, you got your ducks in a nice row, you learned a lot of lessons, you went through a lot of experiences. Some of you might have made a lot of mistakes, some of you might have said, screw this, I'm not done with this. But then you found new ways again, you kind of picked yourself up from the ground again, and you realize bigger ways of doing things, better ways of doing things, going forward ways of doing things. And for some of you, I do feel that with this hermit energy that came out here, I feel that for some of you that maybe you sort of neglected your body a little bit, your personal needs a little bit, sleep, nutrition, hydration, due time, so some of you did sort of run into that a little bit. I can see that many of you got tired because you did need a little bit of a break. Okay. But overall, really beautiful success. And something that I always say, and I had this very interesting conversation with somebody the other day, a fellow friend of mine who's also an entrepreneur. She's an amazing caterer. Success in this world is for the brave. It's for those that have the courage to be brave. And people think when it comes to being brave, when it comes to having courage, strive, force, that it's an ongoing thing. But you have to motivate yourself again and again and again and again and again. I can see for many of you, it was almost that space where it's almost like, the world blew out your flame and you had to relit it again. So you had to re-motivate yourself again and again and again and again and again. But that brought you towards where you are at the moment. So you're going to clarify your current space. For Gemini, please. Oh, Geminis, I love this reading for you. I love this reading. I love this energy. And even as I was singing that Mozart music there in the beginning, Mozart was an Aquarius, but Mozart was really that go-getter sort of energy, was that goer of life, and even with his music, he's got that vibe going on about it. He probably had, I never looked at his chart, but he probably has strong Gemini in his chart. But in your current space, there's the Six of Cups, there is the Knight of Swords, and there is the Six of Wands. All right. Sixes is all about success. It's all about victory, because you turn 6 around, it becomes number 9. It's about hope. It's about doors opening, gateways opening, new flows, new beginnings. So in your current space, for many of you, yes, there are some things that you've done in the past. I feel that there's still some forgiveness here. Maybe you did crappy things to others. Maybe they did crappy things to you. It's time to forgive whatever's holding you back. We sometimes we really hold ourselves such a like a hostage, through the past. But we can't change the past. But you can forgive yourself, you can forgive others, you can apologize if you have to. Yes, some people will not accept your apology. And sometimes we need to make peace with that, because um you can have the most sincerest apology, and some people are just not willing to accept your apology because maybe they're just not ready. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't hold yourself back because of that. All right. Let your focus be forward. Let your focus be towards success. Let your focus be towards your own highest good. When your focus can be forward into how do I take that next and next and next logical step, victory and success is basically inevitable for you. All right. So if you can open your heart and you can say to yourself, yes, I deserve it, I'm worthy of it. And if that's a challenge for you, then maybe you want to work on that, being worthy of success and being worthy of happiness. Then that is how it comes to you, because it's very much offered to you at the moment, but you're the one who has to open your heart to it. Okay. Look at these cards flipping around, going forward. This one also wants to come out. We're going to take this one first. So you have got the death card energy over there. And death card energy, it's Scorpio energy, it's that straight talking energy. It's about regeneration, it's about what are the taboos, what are the breakthroughs. Um, Going forward in life, you know, there's a space here where you are growing, and for some of you, I want to let you know that it might feel a little bit lonely because success can feel lonely sometimes. There is a space where people might be like, oh, who do you think you are? That sort of thing where, and a lot of times I think to remember is that when people sometimes have a problem with our success, it's a lot of times basically their own demons that they are fighting. Don't buy into that, okay? Don't wish them bad, don't wish them well, or wish them well, but like don't let the vibe bring you down, okay? You deserve the success that is coming your way. Energy is there for you, energy going forward. You've got the Seven of Pentacles, you've got the Knight of Cups, and you also have the Queen of Swords. So this is about love, which is beautiful because we're going to speak about love next. But this is about success, success in business, success in life, success in confidence. Sorry. Maybe for some of you, you went into a space where life is flowing, business is flowing, money is coming in, but you're feeling tired. You're getting a chance to rest. You're getting a chance to focus on the things that make your heart smile again. You're going into a space where you're getting to make choices for what it is that you'd like to have, how it is that you'd like to live your life. All right? Now we're going to look at love. So, a lot of really hard lessons that a lot of you needed to learn, but now you are ready to gain the benefits from that. Look at what is the bottom of the deck. Just speaking about love, at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Tower energy. And the Tower energy is that Mars energy. It's that, what are the things in life that you are no longer accepting? What are the things in love that you are no longer accepting? Some of you may have been willing to accept things that really just didn't honor your highest good. All right, so let's have a look here for you in love. So you got the Page of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. So for some of you, this was a space where you had to, maybe you tried to have something again with a person from the past, maybe tried a second chance, be it another relationship again or friendship. And I feel that for some of you, you realized that it was time to pretty much let that ship sail. Okay. Um, there's still some learning here. There's still some of you are still overcoming some hurt. You're overcoming some pain. You're overcoming some challenges. Typically, we want to overcome that first before we go into new connections. And as you overcome that, because you are in the process of overcoming, but as you're also busy overcoming, look at what you also have here. You've got the Six of Wands, you've got the Six of Pentacles, and you've got the Hierophant. There's a new successful beginning here now. I do see that there might be some challenges that might be need to be overcome with this new beginning. Maybe you live in different spaces, there's some things that need to be overcome here. It doesn't mean that it's blockages. It just means that maybe with love, there are some conversations that you maybe need to have. There's some decisions that need to be made here going forward, but there is a beautiful connection. Now, some of you going forward, I feel that you are meeting someone new, or you possibly rekindling with someone from the past, but I feel this more is new. There is a space where you might see the problems, but the problems is also a space of growth. So don't really give up on that too quickly. Okay. So that's what I got for you, beautiful Geminis. I hope that that helps you. If it resonates, I'd really appreciate you liking the video. Leave me your comments, subscribe, hit that all notifications so you know when your weekly readings are coming out. If any of you are interested in a personal reading, the details are down below in the description. But what you basically do is you make a payment, you send me the proof of payment in an email. I do a general reading for you. It's normally something like this. It's just a lot more detailed. They're normally about an hour and a half in length, in duration. Um, so I do a general reading, and you can ask me up to 5 questions as well. You need to please allow me 3 to 5 business days to send you the reading. It's a downloadable video. I also do regression hypnosis, energy clearing. You can look at all of that down below. If I pick up during your reading that I need to do energy clearing, I do that for you in any case, because I do practice candle magic, so I do that for you. I'm happy to do that for you. And yeah, if you want to study tarot or anything like that, all the links down below in the description. I will see you, beautiful souls, next time.